Introduction section of a research paper. Writing a research paper is part of almost every academic journey. But let's be honest, the introduction section is where most people get stuck. You sit in front of your laptop and ask yourself, how do I start? Am I giving too much detail? Is this too short? Is this strong enough? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In this video, I'll show you how to write a clear, structured, and effective introduction using a simple 6-part framework that works across disciplines. But first, let me ask you something. Do you actually understand what the introduction section is supposed to do? Or are you just writing paragraphs and hoping it works? Let's break it down properly. What is the introduction section? The introduction is the first main part of your research paper. It comes after the abstract and before the main body. Its job is simple but powerful. It must explain what the research is about, why the topic matters, and what problem the study addresses. Think of the introduction as a roadmap. It tells the reader where the paper is heading and why the journey is worth taking. And here's something important. Many reviewers decide whether to keep reading based on how strong the introduction is. That's how critical it is. Why is the introduction so important? The introduction creates the first impression, and in academic publishing, first impressions matter. Even strong results can be ignored if the introduction fails to clearly explain relevance. A strong introduction answers 3 key questions. What is this research about? Why is it important? And what problem does it solve? If these are unclear, the rest of the paper struggles. Now let's talk about structure. The 6-part structure of a strong introduction. A good introduction is not random. It moves from general to specific, broad idea to background, to gap, to objectives, to method, to paper structure. Let's walk through it. Number 1, introduce the topic. Start broad. Explain the general area of research. Show why it matters in real life or in academia. Don't jump into technical details immediately. Build context first. Ask yourself, can someone outside my field understand why this topic matters? Next, provide background. Briefly explain what researchers have already done. You're not writing a full literature review here. You're showing that your study builds on existing knowledge. Mention major themes or established findings. The goal is simple. Position your work within the existing conversation. Number 3, establish the research problem. Now comes the critical part. What is missing? What is unclear? What has not been solved? Your research problem must be clear, specific, and connected to the background. This is where many students struggle. If the reader cannot identify the problem, they won't see the value of your work. Let me ask you, can you summarize your research problem in 1 or 2 clear sentences? If not, refine it. Number 4, state the research objectives. Once the problem is clear, explain what your study aims to achieve. Objectives give direction. They tell readers this is exactly what this paper will accomplish. Keep them concise. Avoid vague statements. Number 5, briefly mention the methodology. Now provide a short overview of how the research was conducted, just high-level information. For example, experimental study, survey-based research, simulation, qualitative interviews. Don't go into technical details here. That belongs in the methodology section. Number 6, outline the structure of the paper. Finally, guide the reader. Explain how the rest of the paper is organized. For example, Section 2 reviews related work, Section 3 describes the methodology. This improves clarity and flow, especially in longer papers. Common mistakes in introductions. Editors frequently see the same problems: long, confusing sentences, too much technical detail too early, no clear research gap, weak logical flow. Ask yourself, if someone reads only my introduction, will they understand the value of my study? Practical tips for writing a strong introduction. Here are simple but powerful principles. Keep sentences clear and direct. Move from general ideas to specific focus. Support key claims with credible sources. Proofread carefully. Clarity always beats complexity. Final thoughts. The introduction is the foundation of your research paper. It explains the topic, the background, the research problem, the objectives, the method, and the structure. A strong introduction doesn't just start a paper, it invites the reader in. Now let me ask you, which part of writing an introduction do you find most difficult? Starting the first paragraph, identifying the research gap, writing clear objectives, or organizing the flow? Comment below, I'd love to know. And if this video helped you understand introductions more clearly, subscribe to SparkScholarG, like this video, and share it with someone currently writing a research paper, because research doesn't have to be confusing. SparkScholarG, from idea to paper.